Hey, hey, it's Julie again, and I am back with day 3 of SSSVEDA. Beta. I say that wrong every time. I say I'll get it right one of these times, but I doubt it. So I kind of have an off the cuff thing today, and it's interesting. I sat down and did a slight bit of planning behind this, but what I'm finding is there's a really interesting process going on for me through all of this, and I'll get into that here in a minute. I'm going to kind of give people a chance to get on here, but it's been interesting watching how just even 3 days into going live every day, I'm adapting and I'm changing, and it's molding how this whole process is working. So it's gonna be fun to see how by 30 days, 31, I think there's 31 days in the month, how by 31 days into this process, how I will have changed the way I do live video. My biggest thing for me is I am a planner. I'm an organizer. I want things listed down. I want them scheduled. I want them planned. I want to have, an outline and a strategy. And one of the things that I'm finding over this week, because I didn't plan on doing this, I was not initially going to do this process. So because I was not initially going to do this process, I didn't plan it. I didn't have a game plan going into this, and I literally have been just flying by the seat of my pants. The first day was rush home. I knew I had 30 minutes of time before I had to move on to the next thing I had to do. So I grabbed my camera, I set it up outside, the lighting was great, it was beautiful. I didn't grab my microphone. The audio was terrible. The second day, again, I was in between meetings, I was on the run. It has been a crazy week all week, which is awesome. But so that second day, again, I was on the run and grabbed the mic, or grabbed the camera, made sure I grabbed the mic this time, set it down in my living room, didn't even think to turn on the overhead light, so the lighting was terrible. So it's that ongoing, I'm seeing something different each day and each time, and part of that is because I was not taking the time to plan this out properly. Now again, that was just because this week I did not have a ton of time to plan. But so now I'm kind of see where that all goes and how this will work as I start to develop a better plan over time. So today, really, that was kind of my big thing, was talking about planning and the power of that. I have my notes next to me now, so I can kind of glance down at those. They're written out, and I can kind of say, it's one of those where we are all super busy. Some a little bit busier than others. Some weeks we have really, really busy, slammed weeks. Some weeks we have slower weeks. Some days we get on and we talk to ourselves on Facebook Live. Some days we have a really awesome audience to engage with. It really just kind of varies. But it's that organized, that planning. If you make sure that you're getting your thoughts down properly, you're going to have a better outcome and a better strategy going forward with everything for your marketing and for your business. And it's going to make you look better, because I look at those 2 videos this week. I mean, I've done Facebook Lives. I've done tons of Facebook Lives. I look at those 2 videos this week, and they are terrible. They are not content I would consider acceptable content. I would probably go take those down normally, but I'm using this as a tool to learn and grow personally myself, and to see where I go and how I'm able to advance without it being something that I am missing the ball on. And so by keeping, hello, you jumped off. Okay, so we had somebody on, but they left. That's okay. So we have those where I want to be able to look back on those first videos of this challenge, even though they were below what I normally would do. I want to see the development, and I want to see the growth over time, and I want to see what happens with that and how that goes. So, so with that, some of the ways to stay organized. You know, yesterday I talked about I wanted to know, and if you didn't watch yesterday's, the lighting is terrible, but I really would love your feedback on it. So go watch it, share with me your feedback, because I really do want to know how you capture those ideas and what you do. So, you know, what I talked about yesterday is when you have a really awesome idea and you lose it. And it's part of that organization process. You know, how do you get all this written down? How do you keep it all put together? So again, it's the same thing. You know, I don't leave home without my notebook. This is like my Bible right here, and it keeps everything in there and all my thoughts. I may need to get another one and keep it a little more accessible for like when I get those really awesome ideas. But you know, keeping those lists and keeping those notes, but then keeping them organized within your notebook, and getting those thought processes out. So, you know, it's one of those where I'm going to have to learn to adjust when I'm on the fly better. I'm going to have to learn to not just grab the camera and not just grab the mic and just be like, okay, I'm going to do this, and I really don't know what I'm talking about, but you're going to want to listen to me, right? Because we like to listen to people, even though they have no idea what they're talking about. You want to listen to somebody who knows what they're talking about. You want to listen to somebody who's an authority on the subject, or at least can provide value and content on the subject. And so I think one of those is, you know, it was going to be difficult this week because I literally had no game plan moving forward. So now I have today and tomorrow and a little bit of extra time that I can start to create an outline, and I can start to create this is topic number 1 that I want to talk about, which I started to do. And I actually have, you know, kind of again, a whole page of notes right there of topics and of things that I want to talk to. I am already, you know, day 3, way off of the topics that I originally had written down. But part of that was because I was on the go and I was on the run, and I was not stopping to put the care and put the time into my content and bring something of value to my audience. I was literally just doing it because it was a challenge, and it's day 1. I got to get day 1 done, and it's a challenge, and it's day 2, and I got to get day 2 done. And it was not taking that time. And so here we are, day 3, and this is not a ton of valuable content, but it's kind of that story behind where we're going to go moving forward. So look forward to some good things coming in the next few days. We're going to sit down and re-go through this outline and really be able to bring some topics that I would love for you to join on. I would love to get your feedback. Facebook Lives are a lot of fun when you have a discussion going and you have people to talk to. So hop on and share with me and share your content and share your feedback and let me know what you think. And we will be better organized moving forward. So that's all I have for you today. It was going to be brief and short and just share with you kind of where I've gone wrong and lessons I've learned and what I need to do to adjust. And so here we are, we're going to adjust and we're going to shift and we're going to make things more valuable for you moving forward. So have a good day and we'll see you tomorrow.